messages. And the chat. The chat, of course. There we go. Enlarge. Yeah. Nice. I think I'm set. We can begin. Hello and welcome, everyone. Here is Andy. Here's our bonfire. I'm going live slightly later than I wanted, but I've been doing my marketing stuff, I think, for self-promotion. Wrote some posts for social media, looking for new students. Also, I've added donation alerts to my channel on YouTube, to my channel on Twitch. So in 6 years, I hadn't done that, but now I have those links. So if you would like to show appreciation of my activity, support the channel, I'll be very thankful. Yes, and I don't want to focus on that too much, at least not now. You will see the links under the stream and in the channel description. So let's get back to Arcanum. That's part 10. The sound is a bit too much from my microphone, I think. Yeah. So we were doing what? We were exploring Kintara, and we just took a couple of quests to help the elves and, of course, help ourselves, first of all, to pursue the targets. Beginning from, I think, the Bedokan village, which is the place where one of the hunters has been lost, and the lizards are quite an interesting people, and also there are heartstones or something like that, which are necessary for our key creation, the key that leads to Magnus's special location where he's I cannot wait here. What is saying? Why can't I wait here? I want to wait here because I see nothing. I'd like to wait. Well, let's wait until fully healed. And what's the time now? 9 o'clock in the morning. So we should be able to see everything, and we will also be able to probably spot some heartstones. The interesting thing is that I need at least 2, right, to make the donation to the lizards and to create that item. And I remember that there should be more than one scattered around. Am I wrong to think that? Also, I wonder if I should... Oh, yeah, I see one more. Where are we? Cannot see our characters, though. Here we are. So I wonder how many... not how many. I wonder if I should start the quest with the blessings. I think it will be quite a useful thing. Yeah, here is another one. And here is another one. The third one. Somehow I remember the number 4. Now I see the 4th. Potentially I might be even wrong about that. There could be more than 4. Maybe there is a 5th one somewhere. Maybe there is also a trader that will be willing to exchange this precious stone for money. So scrolling around. Well, this place is kind of messy, so let's see. A random villager. You must speak with Khan Kerai, says the lizard, and you are. Khan Kerai will speak for the Bedokan. They refuse to engage in a longer conversation. Sir, please help me. The elves sent me. What's happening here? These lizard men have captured and trapped me here. I don't know what they plan to do with me, but I don't think I want to find out. Was there a battle? Did you provoke these creatures? No, I was merely hunting when they fell upon us. They called me a murderer and a betrayer. I tried to reason with them, but they wouldn't hear anything. They tied me up and brought me here. Please, get me out of this pit. Calm down. They have guards posted. What do you recommend? If you're a mage, you may have some spells that will free me. If not, you can get some sort of rope and I could climb out of here, but you'll have to do something about the guards. Okay, perhaps I'll speak with their leader, sort this out. I don't know. They seem fairly hostile towards what they call warmbloods. Anyone who is not a lizard such as they. Be careful and tread lightly. I'll do that. Hold on, I'll get you out of here. Yet. Heartstone. How much do they weigh? 20 stones. Heartstone weighs 20 stones, so let me give 3 to Virgil. 1 I'll keep with myself to craft what is supposed to be crafted. Now, there is some special lizard. There's this altar also, which I will use later. Special lizard. Where is that special lizard? Bedakon Chief. That will be Kankerai. Oh, the fifth. The 5th Heartstone. I can now see. I'm gonna pick it up. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Because I remember that should be at least 4, but there was also an inkling in my head that could be not just 4 but 5. And there is a special lizard somewhere, which I or who? Oh yeah, this one. I think this one. Sir, greetings, Wormblood. I'm Waramon. I'm here to find out what happened to the Elven Hunter. You'll have to speak with Khan Kerai, our chief. The lizard man eyes you warily. Only he will know of such things, Wormblood. I'll be leaving now. So yeah, sir. The creature before you is covered in scales, with a large mouth full of sharp teeth and eyes of the coldest silver. Full stop. It's just not in the text. Various tattoos cover much of its body. Warmblood betrayer, offspring murderer, what brings you here? What death do you bring? What lies will you tell? Khan Kerai stands before you. My power is greater than yours. I'm sorry, haven't met before. I've never seen your kind. I know you, betrayer. I know all your faces, Wormblood. All the same, all liars and murderers, all bringers of death. What do you mean you know all our faces? Your 2 faces, your words, your lies. The Bedakon have lived here in the dark fens since the moon was young and the waters sang our songs. We're old, we speak not your language, you not know our ways, the cold blood ways. Yeah, but not all Wormbloods are the same. No, all Wormbloods fear the Bedokon, all Wormbloods know not our ways, the cold blood ways. All Wormbloods kill the Bedokon and taint our swamps and darken our waters. You all hate and destroy without reason. Have I done so? Have I killed your people? No, you have not killed Bedokon before, but you are Wormblood, you... Wait, please, and the elves, have they killed Bedokon before? He stops for a moment, considering. No, Sharp ears haven't killed Bidokan before, nor have they ruined the land. But we are not easy prey, Warmblood. A hunter in different skin is still a hunter, and Kankerai goes not quietly. He... Hold on a moment. Neither the elves nor I have done you harm. He's silent. Yes, the words you speak are true, Warmblood, but... His hand moves to his sword. That doesn't mean that you will not. Agreed. I'm called Bilbo. He inclines his head stiffly. And I am Kankerai, chieftain of the Bedokan. What brings you to our village, Warmblood? Have you come in defense of this elf? Yeah, perhaps I need to know what's happened here. You would hear our story. Very well. As I've said, the Bedokan have lived in the Dark Fence for as long as the seasons have turned, and for all the time we've kept to ourselves. We knew of the elves, but they harmed us not, and we accepted their natural place. But something happened. You said your people were hunted. Yes. 4 winters ago, Warmbloods came to our swamps and set out things of death and shot us with their weapons and collected the bodies of dead. Who were those Warmbloods? You said they were not elves. They were like elves, but a little darker and not as tall. They had no words of power, but they had strange weapons, and they rode strange beasts made of wood. Oh, men in wagons? And where did they come from? From the south. They came from the south, over the mountains and into the Dark Fence. The land cries out wherever they touch it. They know not the way of the land, or the cold-blood ways, nor do they care. What did you say these men did with the bodies of your people? Kankerai is silent for a moment. You can see the anger seething in his silver eyes. They skinned them, Bilbo. They skinned our elders, and our children, and our women, and then threw their remains into the swamp. No rites of passage, no guide to the snake fathers. Dear God, poachers! I'm so very sorry, Kankerai. I believe your words, Bilbo. Perhaps you are different. Perhaps you might be able to see the cold visions. I'll regret having to make war on all the Warmbloods if there is even one like you among them, but I will do so nonetheless. Make war? But it's only these men. Yes, but there is a price in Warmblood that must be paid. Men will die, and then all of their offspring until there are none left. Only this will quiet the fury of the snake fathers. Elves are Warmblood. They will die as well. Please, you must allow me to convince you otherwise. How, Bilbo? I respect your words and I see the truth in them, but how can you deny the evil of what has been done to me and my people? Do you disagree that a price must be paid? Well, no, perhaps you're right, but what else can be done? You can pay the price demanded by the Snake Fathers, Bilbo. If a Warmblood was to kill those responsible, then I wouldn't have to wage war against them all. The Coldblood ways allow this retribution. If you kill these poachers, I'll free the elf and turn from the ways of war. Will you do this? Yes, I will do so. You will? The Bidicon seems surprised. Good. Here is where the man were last seen. He points to a place on your map not far from where you are. Kill all the men and return to me. I take my leave. That will be done. Poachers are not something I approve of. Absolutely not. It's night time, hard to see, so I would prefer wait until morning. Just to, have better vision. Sir? Hello there, mate. Strange place to be out walking. You mind telling me what you're doing here? Yeah, I've come here to kill you. Is that so? He eyes you wearily, gesturing to his comrades. Might I ask you why? I've been sent here by the Bedokoan. We've a bloody lizard lover here, boys. Thought people like you are only lived in the big cities, crying over the poor lizards while you're wearing boots made of their worthless hides. Brave last words, murderer. Prepare for death. He laughs again, even louder. Look, mate, I have a better idea. Why don't you tell me where those lizards are, and I'll pay a handsome fee. Let's call it 1,000 gold pieces. You must be joking. I'll split your skull for even thinking it. And that's it. It's interesting how there are only puddles of blood instead of the remains. Impressive. So, what do we have? Identical guns, and this man had something better. This man had elephant gun. Sog, would you kindly keep those things for me? What are you saying? You cannot fit it? That's outrageous. Of course you can. You have plenty of space there. Yeah, nice. So, wood chest. There are several locked containers. Well, I'll do short work of them.
Sure, I'll do it right away.
Have plenty of bullets for that. Now,
Sure,
go away, people. I'll collect my gold myself without your precious help.
Sure, I'll do it right away.
Now the chest.
Sure, I'll do it right away. Sure, I'll do it right away.
What was that? Jaina wanted to grab the gold. Even despite my commands, she was still targeting those.
Sure, I'll do it right away. Sure, I'll do it. Sure, I'll do it right away.
So basically just gold. Nothing interesting in those containers apart from that, and nothing to be had in the location. So we are done. The mission is over. I mean, almost. We have to go report to Conquerai about the successful elimination quest. Damn it, again, it's night time. I don't want to be talking at night to... I mean, actually, I can just run to Conquerai and wait next to him, because he is somehow waiting. He stays in a location that is outside his own camp, which is quite interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Wait until morning. Yep. What will happen if I, like... Yes, I'm just wondering whether anything can attack me here, because technically I'm standing outside a safe location, and so it means that there could be bears or some other creatures that will attack me, but no, it doesn't happen. Sir, what is it, Warmblood? What do you want of me? I've killed the poachers, Conquerai. You have? Good. Perhaps the Warmblood heart is not evil. Perhaps it does know what is right and what is wrong. Your actions have freed the elf and averted war between mankind and the Bedokhan, Warmblood. Make sure to speak with the elf before you leave and tell him he is free to go. I'm glad, Kankirai. The man I killed deserved it. Yes, I agree. Perhaps you might dream the reptilian dream one day, Bilbo. I wish you luck in your travels. Good day. Hey, what about that other lizard? You were supposed to suggest that I talk to Varamon, I remember. Huh. Interesting. Is it when you convince peacefully, then you can have him as your companion? Potentially. Let's try. Are you sure I can't convince you? Let's talk about the elves. You must listen. Have their own code. Men do not. I failed the conviction. Let's see. Different from that of man. Man, yes, confused. Because they too are tied to the land. I see. This is power. Tell me of the cold blood, what it is like. Some are dark. Make their dreams. They let one like me survive. Go free, glad to be of service. Tell me, Bilbo, why have you come to these strange lands? Why you are not of the forest elves and nor are you of the dark fens? What is that brings you to this? It's a long tale. I know not many things outside the dark fence, but the Bittercon are warriors and we love this land as no other. I offer the strength of my people if you desire it. In the village there is one named Varamon. Speak with him, and if he so desires, you may take him on your quest. He is brave, and he knows the words of power. I'll speak with him. Good day to you, Kankirai. Yeah, I've just completed the quest both ways. The peaceful way and the violent way. So I punish the poachers, and I understand I get to have Varamon as my companion. Kankirai told me to speak to you, Varamon. Yes, then speak we shall. He offered your services if you'd like to join me. You have far too many warriors already, Warmblood. Let's ask, I don't know, Vollinger to... No, let's ask Magnus to wait.
Sure, I'll do it right away.
So, Varamon... Questions. I want to know a bit about you. Bow expert, melee expert, gambling, repair. Of course, I don't expect him to have any technological knowledge, but magic potentially. Agility of fire. He's able to cast Charm Beast and Entangle. So some magic. A lot of dexterity. 0 affinity towards positive or negative acts in life, level 20. So it's I think you ought to leave the group, Ramon. Yeah. So let's have our dwarf back, and the dog now, and the elf. Hello, sir. I thank you, stranger. I'm going back to Kintara. I recommend you do the same. Yeah, I will. After some time, I will go there, but I have a few more things to do before that. The first one being I must locate one thing over here with those flying wisps. I think it's somewhere there. To complete the quest for the elven scientist. Then Falcon's Ache is another stop. Then I'll talk to the Silver Lady. Soon I'll part my ways with Jaina Styles and with Sog also potentially, because we're... Oh, the small pond. Yes, this one is the location I was talking about. Oh no, not this one. It's a different place, but still interesting. Is it Garbanzo, the monkey trainer? I'm not sure why he attacked me. He was friendly a second ago, but arcane check. I mean, sir, did you have to attack me? You were friendly a second ago. Could we talk, please? No, apparently we cannot. I wonder if it's an Easter egg of sorts, because this is just such a sad thing. Rusty sword, large leather armor, rusty axe. I don't know, it just feels wrong what happens here, but okay, I suppose it's just some loot. Nothing more. But nothing else also. I got some jewelry. There has to be a location somewhere here. I remember there has to be something, but I cannot locate it yet. It has to be along the coast. Don't remember where exactly though. Alright, let's go full inspection then. Let's start from here and go carefully inspecting all the corners. When I say corners in English, I remember that Jamaican lad from GTA 4, every corner is my corner, come my youth, and so on and so forth, had very memorable charisma. Let's see. I will definitely find something this way. I think I must. It will take us, of course, some time, but not that we're in a hurry, and I'm hoping to be with you at least for 3 hours today. Sanang is somewhere around here, but don't want to bump into it accidentally. That will kinda spoil the surprise later. Inspecting the coastline. That is taking so many days. Imagine that. Traveling, and thinking, oh hell, what are we even looking for? So far, haven't found anything, which surprises me and makes me slightly unhappy, I must say. For real, I found nothing. That's unpleasant, because I really was sure I'll find something. I know there is a location here. Of course. I know there is. Path is blocked. Oh, I accidentally. And what, I cannot bump into that location accidentally, it looks like. Alrighty. Well, hell, where is that? Where is that thing that I'm looking for then? It's really interesting. There is a location. Or is it over there? Is it not on this side? I thought those bears will give me next level, but no. Do I remember wrong? I actually might. They might be across the river, what I'm looking for. Some pond or whatever. Falcon's Egg. Damn it. Could be right. Did I really? Let me Google that quickly. Arcanum map. With old locations. For instance, this one. I see. So it looks like I apparently have missed a few things. Yeah, I should have located one more thing here. I completely forgot of its existence, but I will bump into it now, I think, if I'm careful enough. Some rituals. Yes, Strange Ceremony is the place. Weird that I did not bump into it earlier. Let's wait until morning again to see the events properly. Lots of those creatures. These little things, they bug things so badly. And they really slow the game down. Okay, just one more left and it will be done. They also have some gold on them, can you imagine? Okay, that's the final one. What will happen if I extinguish the light? And it still blows. Okay, so the map on the internet told me that there is something over there. I wonder if what, is there something else? Am I fighting someone? Oh, yes, I am. Some creatures, but that's not a place, right? It's just a random hill or whatever. More of those kite warriors. that just refused to die quickly, unfortunately. Cursed creatures. Oh, come on, leave me be. I just want to travel. Now they'll be running after it forever. I don't want to waste my time. Ooh. Monkeys. Traveling on this map makes you wish you had teleportation spell, right? So, this is supposed to be something, but it's not there. I haven't found anything. Oh, secret village. This one. Let's wait until morning again. Wait, are those kites again? Kites and lots of mushrooms. Gosh. Oh, they're casters. I have to be careful. I've never been to this location. Really looks like an Easter egg or something. Was that the final one? No. Still one alive. No, that's it. There is a flame, ragged fighter, I suppose that's a dog, and human wizard that has robes on him. I mean, I don't care. There is still a creature alive. Where are you? You damn beast. I don't see it. Apparently it's somewhere to the south. Yeah, no. It chose to attack me now. Alright, so not that it was very fun, I must say it was not, but it's at least, it gives you the sense of completion, right? Like that it's another piece in the puzzle. Ooh, is that what I'm looking for? Oh no, no, that's not the one. I need the blue ones, right? The blue ones. She said they're different color. Falcon's Ache. I mustn't kill anyone there, as we were instructed, so I have to just peacefully resolve the matter. There are rabbits and animals. Oh yeah, of course, and I shouldn't hurt anything here. Not the man to see. Surveyor. Hello, sir. Who are you? I am William Bench, outdoorsman and naturalist, and head of this bunch you see here. And who might you be? I'm Bilbo. Pleasure. May I speak with you? Certainly. What are you doing here? I'm a surveyor, and this is my team. We're employed by the Torringsdale Logging Company. We have a contract to map out the surrounding lands, which were recently purchased by Torringsdale, and report the usability of its resources. Fairly standard job, really. We have a problem here, Mr. Bench. Oh, really? He crosses his arms. And what might that be? Fortunately not supposed to be here. I see no problem here, stranger. In fact, I think I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This is the private property, and you are trespassing. He motions to a few of his cronies, who eye you suspiciously. I think I'll be able to persuade you to do otherwise. Really. Listen, friend, I'm here to do a job. William Bench is a man of his word, and Torringsdale expects a report on his desk in a week. I don't think there is much you're going to be able to say that will dissuade me from doing what I'm here to do. You might think differently if you knew who I represent. Who you represent? I see, let me guess. You are one of the blokes from Wextel Lumber, right? Wait, I see it all now. You are here to tell me you have legal rights to this land. No, you're half correct, but I'm not here from Wextel Lumber. Who then? Gilbert Bates. I represent Gilbert Bates. Bates? The man is taken aback. Bates? What interest would Gilbert Bates have in logging? The man supplies the engines for our clear cutters. Well, he's thinking of getting into the logging business. Mr. Bates in the logging business, but he owns so much already. Why would someone with such an obvious monopoly in this field, in his field of expertise, want to take over logging as well? He sees an opportunity. You're going to question him? No, of course not. I'm not saying I'd question Mr. Bates' judgment. No, sir. But what exactly are you doing here? I mean, this land is owned by Torringsdale. Well, Mr. Bates is contesting that in court as we speak. In court? I have legal documents here stating the validity of the Torringsdale claim. How could Mr. Bates contest this? Do you really think that legality is a concern of Mr. Bates? No, I see your point. Well, what exactly are you proposing? I've still a job to do, but I'm not the one to make the wrong sort of enemies, so maybe Mr. Bates is looking to do some business here. I could put a word in for you. He winks. Oh, that, my friend, would be very much appreciated. I'm thinking that our little party here might have fallen into some difficulties, hazards of the trade, perhaps a violence. There. And then we go to Raven and talk to her. What's going on? There was a collapse of my stream, right? They are back at that again. My provider. Interesting. Yeah, there was a problem. I wonder how many seconds I wasn't live. How many seconds? How many seconds? Ooh. Almost a minute. That's a lot. I do apologize for that. Again, that unfortunately doesn't depend on me. It's just my provider playing tricks, and I can do nothing about it, especially when it's the Russian Federation territory. So apologies. I hope it doesn't happen again, because if it does, then the stream is doomed. Yeah. Sir, do you have a moment? Of course. How may I help you? I found the lost Elven Hunter. Yeah, he returned here and told me of what happened with the Bidokon. The elves of Kintara are indebted to you, friend. Please take the armor I promised you in payment for your brave actions. Goodbye, and good luck to you. So I got Elven chainmail, which is relatively useless. I'm gonna sell it at the first opportunity, but thanks anyway. Let's go report to Raven now about the success of our mission.
Hello again. It's so very good to see you.
Do you have a moment to speak?
Certainly. How can I help you?
I've removed the humans from Falcon's Egg.
Thank you very much. Your help in the matter is much appreciated. Now, what was it you needed to speak to my mother about?
Oh, it's a long story, Raven. Here it is.
A dark tale full of pain. And it would seem that the blame lies with us, the elves.
There are elves involved. Do you know the name of Mingorad?
I do not, and none of the elves who live here bear it. But it bothers me very much, pulls darkly at my heart and mind. There is another possibility. One I'd rather not think of.
What, Raven? Do you know where I might find Mingorad?
No. You need to speak with my mother of these things. She will know what to do.
Alright. Where might I find her?
She's just beyond the large door behind me. But be warned, my mother is a magical being of great power. Her spirit swims in the flow, and sometimes she is more of that world than this one. What she sees is not always what we see, so her answers might seem strange to you.
Yeah, my provider is collapsing again. Let me check. Yeah, there is some news about issues on the internet today. I have no idea how to ensure stability in such circumstances. I did not choose to have 0 notifications. Why is it going on? So, greetings to you, silly lady. I thank you for this audience.
I know you've come far, and I've expected you for a long time now.
What do you mean?
I've seen you approaching from both east and west, traveler. And you bring them with you, all of them. They've no choice but to follow.
I don't understand.
I know. We speak different languages, you and I. The things I see, wrapped in the past and the present, and shrouded in the veils of magic. I cannot translate my visions into your own. You must listen, traveler. Listen and learn to see.
I will try, silver lady.
What is it you seek, traveler?
Do you know if I am the living one?
The living one? Oh, traveler, why would you think I would know of such a thing?
It's a prophecy. I assume you can see what it is to come. What is to come, that is.
It's an interesting thing about prophecies, traveler. They're no clearer to one such as myself, living both in and out of the stream, than they are to you, walking the shore. The flow swirls around them until they are ready. And in the end, really, is it going to matter who someone pointed a finger at?
That would be comforting if people weren't trying to kill me.
These people can only see what follows in your wake, traveler. Pass your hand through the flame and it flickers. If you've tired of the mantle, then shed it. Disappear. Otherwise, don't be surprised at what people do.
You have a point there. And the Black Mountain Clan?
Yes, I can see them. But the ravens are circling, and the storm rages but subsides. And yet there is lightning, and then shadow, and then the storm howls again, tearing. I can't even look at it.
That makes no sense to me.
Wait. Oh, look. They've taken in a small child with machine dreams, and hands of hinged metal, and a heart in which coal burns brightly.
That's Gilbert Bates, but that wasn't the past.
I don't know of what you speak, traveler. Please, listen. Try to hear with my ears.
I don't know if I can.
I see a flame atop a hill, burning so brightly. And below, a field of wheat around a pool of water, and the flame spitting fire and consuming the wheat and the lake, and losing itself as well.
Is there anything else? The clan? Do you see anything else?
It's dark here. So dark. And the flame is here too. But this flame burns black onyx and cold, and shadow is its child. Are they here as well? I can't see that far.
What else?
A plain of mirrored glass, a sky of white, a lone figure. Wait, which is the reflection? I'm unsure.
You're speaking in riddles, Silver Lady.
That is all I see, traveler. The riddle is created by you. Do you have anything else you'd like to ask?
Yeah, Mingorad. What can you tell me of that name?
Mingorad. An old name, traveler. Oh, a man is screaming and carves a key with his fingers, and the birds have plucked his eyes out. And the wolf watches, motionless, his paw in the air.
Is it Mingorad? Is he dead? And what does the wolf mean?
A tear in the curtain, and only darkness beyond. A ragged wound, mended with a ring of blasted stone.
What else? What else do you see of Mingorad?
A hand that sees, but is blinded. A man draped in truth, wearing a mask.
You've lost me?
And they hide. The lost children, they hide. A grey mist, even to me. But there, he runs, dropping veined and painted leaves. And the flock comes, talons outstretched, and wings of fire, and he is consumed. But the leaves...
What?
Run quickly, traveler. Find what was left behind. In the place of smoke and water, he is there. He is there.
Who? Mingorad?
I see no more. The stream is again calm. Was there anything else?
I understand almost none of what you've said.
I know that, traveler. But I also know that clarity is often the child of time. Your answers lie both in front and behind. Make sure not to overlook one for the other.
Characteristically cryptic, dear lady.
I go now, traveler. We will meet again, though I'm not sure on which side. No matter. Farewell.
You hear a faint whisper and soft laughter, but otherwise lady is still. What will happen if I kill her?
Sure, I'll do it. Sure, I'll do it right away.
Interesting. She's unkillable. She's unkillable. Funny. And then I cannot go back inside. Okay, Raven, tell me of what just happened.
Hello again. It's so very good to see you.
Yeah, mutual.
Certainly. How can I help you?
About your mother, what was happened?
And what did you ask her about?
About the Black Mountain Clan, for instance?
Black Mountain Clan. What did she see?
Ravens, not you, lightning and the violent storm.
Ravens and a storm? And why did the storm subside and then rage once again? Nothing in my mother's visions is ever what it seems. We'll have to think on this. Black Mountain Clan. What did she see?
The Black Mountain Clan with a small machine-like child. Machine-like child? What? No, not machine-like child. The child that liked machines, she said.
As you told her, this must have been the man you know as Gilbert Bates. She saw him because he plays such a large role in their fate. Black Mountain Clan. What did she see?
A flame that consumed a wheat field in a pool of water.
I'm not sure what that represents, but I know that fire in her visions often represents magic. And the water you say quenched it? Or did the flame burn itself out? Black Mountain Clan. What did she see?
A dark place with a dark fire and a mirrored plane.
There are two separate visions. The flame again represents magic, but twisted somehow, burning darkly. And did you say that the Black Mountain Clan was near this flame? The mirrored plane, a white sky, a lone figure. The worlds on either side of that mirror are the same. Who could say which one is real? Odd.
She looks at you strangely. Okay.
Black Mountain Clan. What did she see? There are two
Okay,
separate visions of
Mingorad.
Mingorad. What did she see?
An eyeless man in pain carving a key, a wolf with raised paw.
What the screaming man and his key represent, I have no idea. But I do know that the official symbol for the city of Caledon is a wolf, with one paw raised in the air.
Oh, perhaps we need to begin our search there, Raven.
I'm not so sure. Remember, my mother's visions are shackled by neither our eyes nor our time. The events she describes might be in either the future or the past. Let's look at all she said before we go any further.
Other visions.
Mingorad. What did she see?
A torn curtain, a ringed, broken finger pointing east. Oh, I know that one.
There's something about that entire vision which pulls at my memory, especially the ring. I'll think about it further. Mingorad. What did she see?
Hand that sees but is blind, a truthful man in a mask.
I have no idea.
Wait, this sounds like the symbol on an amulet I've seen.
Interesting. That's the ancient symbol of the Malokian hand. Do you know of it?
Yes, I know they were an ancient order of assassins.
The Malokian hand were assassins for what used to be known as the Darien Ka, the ancient order of the dead.
The Order of the Dead, who were they?
The Darien Ka were a shadowy group who formed during the Age of Legends. Their membership and their agenda were always very secret. I know little about them beyond the most cursory knowledge, but there have always been rumors about who they were and what they were doing.
And their connection to the Malokian hand?
As I said, the Malokian hand were their assassins. From what I remember of what was written about them, the hand was ejected from the Order of the Dead on grounds of doctrinal differences. There was a small struggle, and then the hand disappeared. There are always rumors of its reemergence, but from what I know, that's all they are. Rumors.
These amulets and their times in my life might say different.
I agree, but I don't know why they would be involved in this business. Very interesting.
What do you think of the vision? What do you think the vision itself means?
I don't really know, although it would seem that perhaps they are being misled. Blindness in my mother's visions is sometimes associated with deception. As far as the man in the mask was draped in truth, I have no idea.
I have, but I won't spoil.
Mingorad. What did she see?
Lost, hiding children, and man runs from them and drops leaves.
This one is the most interesting of all, and it seems that my fears may have well been correct.
Why, Raven? What do you think it means?
Do you remember when I told you that the name of Mingorad bothered me in some way? Well, I believe that may have been so because Mingorad is a dark name.
What does that mean, a dark name?
A dark elf name. Do you know of the dark elves?
I've heard very little of them. Could you elaborate?
It's a long story. But sometime during the Age of Legends, many years even before my mother was born, there were a group of elves who separated themselves. There were philosophical differences, and they were no longer welcome in our forests. Those elves became what we know as the Dark Elves.
Well, what were the differences? And what is the Age of Legends, first of all?
The Age of Legends refers to a time in Arcanum's history when things were much different than they are now. There was an elven council that ruled over all of the races, and magic was a large part of everyone's lives. It was a time of heroes and great good, and also of great evil. A time before the rise of technology, before the Dwarven clan wars, before the mages left for Tula.
I see. And the difference between you and the Dark Elves?
They believe that this world and all of its races are subject to elven rule. They believe that elves are superior because of our close connection to nature, our power in the ways of magic, and the longevity of our physical form. They see the other races as bumbling children who need our guidance, regardless of its severity.
And what of the Elves of Kintara? What do they believe?
The elves of Kintara, in fact all other elves, believe that everything and everyone has a rightful place in the experience which forms this reality. Elves feel that very little, if anything, ever happens that isn't part of the natural progression of that state. They feel no superiority because of their advantages. That is just the role they have been picked to play.
Do they see the Dark Elves as a violation of that order?
Unfortunately not. The Dark Elves are seen in the same light as everyone else. They have the role and they are playing it.
You say unfortunately. What do you believe, Raven?
I believe. Well, let us say that I don't always see eye to eye with those in Kintara concerning the rightful place of the Dark Elves. My role here is as protector. I will do so regardless of the cost. The elves have unfortunately not.
Okay, let's get back to what your mother said.
My mother's vision of the lost children was referring, I believe, to the Dark Elves. They were hidden from her because they are hidden from all of us. Through magic and isolation, we've not seen where they live for almost 500 years.
But who was the man running from them?
There was a man many years ago who had come to the Glimmering Forest to study the elves, and I remember that he was very interested in the Dark Elves especially. There were rumors about his capture by them and an escape.
Who was he?
As I said, he was a researcher. A strange little man, a bit overdressed, but kind-hearted and very intelligent. I was young then, a mere 160 years old. He was the first human I'd ever seen.
Do you remember his name?
His name? It was a long time ago. But I remember because he said it so often. I think humans just like hearing the sound of their own names. Terwilliger. Dr. Renford A. Terwilliger. I can hear him saying it even now.
What were the leaves he was dropping?
I don't know. It almost seemed in the vision that the flock who consumed him were more interested in the leaves. And my mother even said to find what was left behind, these leaves might very well be what we're looking for.
Pages, Raven, they're pages. And the place of smoke and water?
She could mean almost anywhere. But if I were to make a guess, I'd say she was talking about the human city of Tarrant. It lies in the Gulf of Morbihan, and its, what do you call them? Factories are always belching smoke into the skies. That and I know that Terwilliger was from there.
So what now?
You have a place to begin your search, my friend. It would seem that if you need to find this Mingarad, you're going to need to find the village of the Dark Elves. The only person who might know where they are is Renford A. Terwilliger. He may or may not be in Tarrant, but it's a good place to start looking.
I'll find the Dark Elves then. To Tarrant I shall go.
You impress me, my friend. Few are those like you who would take this burden upon themselves. You've earned my respect.
Respect makes it all the more worth it.
Thank you for the compliment. Looks like we're going to be good friends. Return to me when you found the Dark Elves and tell me what you uncover. We'll have much to discuss when you return.
I'll return when I know more. Goodbye. I didn't pass the beauty check because we could have a relationship with Raven, but thankfully I do not intend to have a relationship with Raven. Actually, don't think very highly of her anymore. Yeah, so we just proceed and go to Tarrant. I don't remember what will happen now. Virgil, you want to tell me something, no?
What is it that you want of me?
No, you don't. Interesting. So it doesn't happen now. It happens later that Virgil shoots in a different direction from us and escapes without elaborating where to. So that will probably happen after the Dark Elves part. Yeah. So it happens exactly before the trip to Caledon that I remember. Alrighty, we're here in Toronto. We do have some loot to dump. And I don't remember whether I need to preserve the elephant gun, because it might be a valuable crafting element. So I will only sell the generic hunting rifles, all those pieces of armor. Hello, sir. Emerald. He ran out of gold already. The poor bastard. Yeah. Bullets, I don't think I'll buy. I'm happy that the stream has stabilized. Sir, how much money do you have? Not a lot. Not a lot. Terwilliger. We will search for him. How? Who is Rainford A. Terwilliger? Have you tried the cemetery? You might also try the Hall of Records. You can. They can sometimes be of assistance with such matters. Let us trade. Yeah, nothing of interest. The cemetery and the records. I don't remember where I must start. Sir, will you finally sell me the... No, you won't. Let's travel to the university metro station, check my favorite box. Before I do, Sog, could you please give me the gun? Drop it here. I'll take... Oh, I had mithril ore all this time with me. Could have crafted the thing much earlier. Iron key. Place of iron where lies the stone. Voices, book of truth. Of glass that opens beyond belief. Power, such power. So I've crafted a key.
What is it?
Virgil have the heartstone. Witchbane. I'm not sure if I need Witchbane, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe I will. Public records. Let's begin with public records, I suppose. I run pretty much fast. Should I increase my dexterity even more? I first want to know how many... what will be the level cap. Hello, where am I? This is City Hall and I'm the Secretary of the Department of Water and Power, good sir. I need to get the plan of the sewers underneath Toronto. I'm sorry, sir, this is confidential information. I'm sure you have a legitimate reason for wanting it, but there are others about of a more unscrupulous nature, shall we say. Okay, I can threaten him with his instant demise, but I already got the plan, so no need to get violent. Locked door. There are rats and there is a safe. Oh, how can I? I don't think I can open the door, right, without attracting lots of attention. Oh no, I can. no one seems to actually care, right? So I'm gonna create a save just in case and go inside.
An impressive attack.
Rock rats, barrel, and the safe. Virgil.
Yes,
I mean, why? Let's just.
sure, I'll do it right away.
That was gold.
What is...
It was gold. But was there something else? I mean, are you saying...
Sure, I'll do it right away.
Are you saying it's just gold here and that's it? Oh, come on. For real? All that just for petty gold? Alright. Inside there's nothing interesting. Okay, my lady. Hello? What manner of place is this, pray tell? This great place is known as the Hall of Records. All manner of knowledge is kept upon these premises. It's here that all of our census records are kept, as well as tome upon tome of archives. Can you tell me how many years of census has been kept? It's an unfortunate circumstance that an accurate census of the civilized continent has only been kept for the last 20 years. However, it should be noted that for Tarant we have records dating back as much as 200 years. What do you mean by civilized? Oh, but please, pardon me, sir. It was not my intention to offend. Please allow me to offer an explanation. Census records are kept exclusively for the cities and larger kingdoms. As of this date, no one has endeavored to take a census of the fringe, that being the like of elven villages, orcish hordes, and outlying halfling villages. I see. What type of information do the archives contain? They contain profuse amounts of information. Most of it exists in the form of deeds and other legal papers, but there are also newspapers. Newspapers, yes, it's the most exciting endeavor we undertook. We've been archiving every newspaper for the last 110 to 20 years. They have turned out to be an exceptional resource for research on many subjects, as the newspapers contain such a myriad of information. Everything from attention-grabbing headlines to obituaries from the past 120 years are stored in our archives. Amazing. Your storage requirements must be immense. Not as much as one might think. Before the automated printing press came into being 30 years ago, newspapers were only created every month or two. Okay. Can I ask some more questions? Are you able to help me locate an individual? Yeah. The name... Rory Limes. Let me see. Yes, there's an individual by that name here. No current residential address, but it seems he owns a building in the warehouse district. The address is 57 Mulligan Bone Alley. Was there anything else? Yeah. Terwilliger? The clerk begins looking through the records. My apologies, sir. There doesn't seem to be an individual by that name in Tarant. Maybe further back? Yes, sir. How far back do you wish to inquire? 5 years ago. Okay. 5 to 10 years ago. I was told that he could be found in Tarant. Let's see. 10 to 50 years ago. 50 to 100. Oh, good news, sir. Ranford A. Terwilliger, human, born unknown, died 1804 here in Tarant. Well, this would explain why we were unable to locate him living in Tarant. Do you wish me to retrieve his obituary? Yes, please. Clark begins looking through the archives. Yeah, here we are. The 5th of November, 1804. Ranford A. Terwilliger, author of Tsanang, Horror Among the Dark Elves, was found dead in his home today. His death appears to have occurred amongst mysterious circumstance. The authorities are calling for further investigation. Oh my, what a dreadful incident. Are there books? If it is books you're in search of, you should view the Library of Tehran. They have an extensive collection. Alright, so what now? What should we check the cemetery? Probably yes. Probably we should check the cemetery. What other options do we have? It's funny that I cannot really remember. We should probably check the library. That's an obvious lead. So let's do exactly. I mean, what the hell? Let's just increase our dexterity and run faster. Do you have Tsen Ang, Horror Among the Dark Elves? I suspect that we may very well have a copy. However, without membership, I'm sorry, but I cannot assist you. Membership? That's correct. Anyone who wishes to peruse our volumes of knowledge must become a member. The Library of Tehran contains a myriad of books which house many diverse subjects. How much? Lifetime membership costs a mere 1,500 coins. It's a bit too high. Library contains a fortune in knowledge for the exclusive use of its affluent members. I'm curious, what do you think a fair price would be? 500. I wouldn't normally accept such an offer, but I find you hard to resist. Here's payment, thank you. Thank you and welcome. All of the books contained in the Great Library are free for you to peruse and borrow. So, Thanang. Sounds spooky. Do you have it or not? Do you know who the author would be? Yeah, Ranford A. Terwilliger. Wait here a moment, I'll go and look. I'm sorry, sir, but I wasn't able to find Tenan Horror Among the Dark Elves. However, I did find another book that may be of interest to you. And what would that be? The book is titled Curse of Tenan. It appears to be a book about the one you are searching for. Yeah, may I check it out? Yes, of course. Sir, hands you the book. Okay. The Curse of Tenan by Kendrick Wales. In the following pages, Kendrick Wales, will attempt to explain in the plainest words possible the mystery surrounding Ranford A. Terwilliger and his controversial work known as Horror Among the Dark Elves. Many of the stories I will present to you are both strange and frightening, but I give you my word as an author and a scholar that they are the truth. Decide yourself, after the facts are presented, whether or not you dare to believe them. Ranford A. Terwilliger was born in 1750. His fabled trip to the Glimmering Forest was made in 68, his 18th year. He was indeed, as per his book, accompanied by an elven tracker named Jaren Benal. Records housed within the Tarantian Zoological Society validate this act. Mr. Benal was never heard from nor seen again after the expedition. As for Mr. Terwilliger's account of his adventures in the elven city of Kintara, or his supposed discovery of the mythical Tsanang, no one can be sure. Most scholars and collectors of literature assume that Mr. Terwilliger's book is a work of fiction, and as such, fantastical literature was all the rage at that time. I might be inclined to agree. Yet, one must only look upon the events following the publication of Horror Among the Dark Elves to see that he very well may have found something deep within the Glimmering that was never ever meant to be found. There were very few copies of the book ever published. Records concerning the initial print run are scarce, but it is believed that no more than 100 were ever released to the public. 4 days after the book was shipped to Tarantian bookstores, the factory that printed it was burned to the ground. The owner, Mr. Jeremiah Gomez, was found in his home, brutally murdered by an unknown assailant. The 4 bookstores that had purchased the volume for sale in Tehran suffered the same fate. Only 15 copies of the book were sold before the final store was destroyed. Those 15 copies became an immediate collector's item. Enormous sums of money were paid for the remaining volumes. After a few months, the books had fallen into various respected collections across Arcanum. Each and every one of the owners of the books began to complain of strange happenings once the book was in their possession. All of them of frightening noises and visions, shadowy figures following them wherever they went, unexplained illnesses, and untimely deaths. Many attributed them to paranoia, a tried brand of sensationalism to create an even greater demand for the book. Unfortunately, these fears were all too justified. All of them were dead within 5 years of the initial publication, their volumes either stolen, burned, or disfigured beyond recognition. Indeed, they had suffered what came to be known as the curse of Tsenan. Mr. Terwilliger, strangely enough, lived a relatively long life, cursed in his own way to witness the evil fruits of his labors. He saw himself as the cause of these horrors and wrote extensively of it within his memoirs. The following is an excerpt from them, only days before he died in his sleep. I'll never forgive myself for what I have unleashed upon the world. Had I the courage, I would travel again to the glimmering forest and unleash holy vengeance upon those evil creatures that have plagued our fair land and its peoples. Alas, I no longer have the strength nor the power, and now there is only my own end that I pray for every day. Until just a few short months ago, it was thought that there were no remaining copies of horror among the Dark Elves. After an exhaustive investigation, I have found that this is not at all the case. The last known copy of the book, owned by famed book collector Mr. Philip Misk, who thought to have perished with its owner in a fire almost 50 years ago. Now, with the evidence presented by a reliable source, I have discovered that Mr. Misk's son, Victor Misk of Haladon, still has the copy in his possession and is hiding it for fear that the curse will again visit his family. I pray that the evil let loose in the glimmering forest has finally been put to rest, and I pray Mr. Misk and his family avoid the fate that has befallen every other soul who has challenged the curse of Tana. So now we know that the book belongs to Victor Misk. I'm beginning to remember now from here that is definitely about Caladon, but I also would like to check out the graveyard. It would make sense. Vermilion Station, I suppose, and from here there must be an entrance to the cemetery. What about this Cesare? Haven't found Tyron yet. Yeah, not unfortunately. What's this place? The Willowsby Residence. Oh! Here they come. Willowsby and that lad that will craft the rings for me. First, let's have a look at coffin empty. Ooh, Renford A. Terwilliger. Here lies author and historian. Here lies a man who died, nobody mourned, nobody cried, how he lived, how he fared, nobody knows, nobody cared. Grim death took him without any warning, well at night, death in the morning. Yeah, classical meme making by RPG creators. Taylor White, he never gave up without a fight. He knew the ways of magic and tech, and his friends and family had never neglected. He lasted for many days, was brave, now there was society was safe. Yeah, so I'm not sure, like, so we kind of learned that, the logic is, I suppose, the following, that you check the cemetery and you know the date when Mr. Terwilliger died, and since you know it, you know exactly the time period when to look for him, like the records. Now, before I talk to Mr. Willowsby, I just want to be consistent. I'm gonna go and check where Victor Misk lives. I mean, I know where he lives, but let's enable the game. Also, empower with this knowledge. Hello, ma'am. Please, wait a second. What? Find Mr. Victor Misk. What do I mean find him? Why does the game not suggest that we... Huh. We should probably ask someone on the street then. Sir? I was too slow to mute my microphone. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Hopefully I did not deafen you. What can you tell me about Caladon? Old seaport on the southern tip of the continent. Quite a long voyage, from what I hear. Well, I feel ashamed that I sneezed. The key is to this place, of course. Sure. Ancient iron drum. And map to the place of voices. Yeah. Now we are talking. Now we are talking. Excellent. Marvelous, I would say. So we have a thing to do with Mr. Willowsby now, and his dear companion, Lorham. Hello, Lorham. He doesn't want to talk to us, so... Hello there, greetings sir, might ask who you are? Of course, I'm Perrimon Smith, a recent graduate of the College of Phantasm and representative from Tula, City of Mages. Very nice to make your acquaintance, sir. Yours as well, sir. Have you a moment? What brings you to Tarant, Perrimon? Oh, nothing in particular, really. Just traveling and whatnot. I hadn't really seen anything beyond the walls of Tula before a few weeks ago. The young mage smiles a little sheepishly. You might say I've lived quite a sheltered life. Interesting. Tell me of Tula. What is it like? Tula, oh, it's an absolute breathtaking. It's located deep within the oasis of mist, hidden for centuries from the outside world. The black, windowless tower of Simeon Tor, encircled by the stone mansions of the master mages, where they practice the oldest and most powerful magics. What else? In the middle of the great courtyard is Pelagian's pool, where it's said that the spirit of the great conjurer still comes to watch over the apprentices. And in the early evening, as the sun sets over the Vendigroth wastes, you can hear the haunting harmony of the soul singers as they weave melodies with their otherworldly counterparts. Where is it, Perrimon? Tula. Sorry, my friend. I'm under oath to never reveal that secret. Okay, why did you leave there? Oh, I was sent to Toronto on a... how would one phrase it? A mission, I suppose you could call it. Master Simeon felt I was best qualified for the job, and so to Toronto I went. And I've just spent 2 weeks with Mr. Willowsby recovering from my mission. Quite an adventure, I must say. What happened? Well, here's a newspaper describing what happened as a result of the whole affair. He hands it to you. I'd rather not get into the whole story, but I've been approached by a gentleman who seems very interested in writing a short book about what happened, Sir Chadwick Moore, or some such. Rather bothersome fellow, but he seemed rather insistent. I'll look for it. That's about Tula. You mentioned Master Simeon. Who is that? Master Simeon Tor. He's the greatest mage in all of Arcanum. As leader of the Tulan Assembly, it is his responsibility to oversee all that happens within the walls of Tula and much of what happens without. He is a hard man but fair and extremely powerful. He is a master in the College of Summoning and learned in many others as well. Could we travel together? I have an interesting proposition. You do seem well-traveled, my friend, but what are you doing out in the world? What brings you all the way to Torrent? Oh, it's a very long story, Perryman. I see. He's quiet for some time, reflecting on what you have told him. So, what you're telling me is that your whole adventure has spawned from an untimely incident you experienced while in the blimp, the IFS Zephyr. Yes, yes. Well, I must say I've never heard a more interesting story in all my life, and I thought I had been through quite a harrowing experience. Will you join me then? I think you already have far too many companions already, sir. Is there anything else? Yeah, I will join. I need to make the difficult decision now who to part with. Well, I suppose we should what? Maybe let go of Jaina Styles. So for that, we need to go to Durnholm, unfortunately. Very far. Because I want to know where she is, and I'm afraid if I just let her go now, she will not be found. But I can check that. We will stop just not far away from Durnholm, ask her to leave us, and then we will check whether she will be in her house again or not. Let's stop over here. What do you have? Basic plate mail, kite, sword. I think I'm gonna preserve her items. Except for the books, of course. So, Jaina, could you please... could you please leave us? Thank you. Now let's check whether she will be okay with what just happened. If everything went well, she'll be waiting here. And as you can see, things did not go well. And now she's going back home. Did she just climb to the window? Let's get going. Alright, now she's here at her home, fully armored. The cost of her armor will cover any expenses that she might incur. So I think she will be alright. And we're going back to Torrent now. Not a single assailant, really. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. The newspaper that he gave us. Train wreck at Vermilion Station. Disaster leads to several arrests. On Friday evening, the Brackenton line was derailed by magical influences, injuring numerous bystanders and passengers. The incident followed an attack on Constable Edward Willowsby and Tolan Mage Perryman Smith by local bandits. Smith's retaliation led to the train wreck. Later that evening, Willowsby and Smith were accosted once again at the Willowsby mansion. Intervention by Smith and an unidentified gentleman led to the arrest of multiple individuals, one of them a powerful mage. Willowsby was uncharacteristically closed-mouthed about the affair. This was a private affair and it has been dealt with in that manner, Smith said. He might spend some more time in the city, but plans to avoid Vermilion Station, said Smith. Dreadful affair. I'd rather forget the whole thing. I understand. Technology Protoss claims 3 lives. Sir, let's trade. I want to sell the newspaper. 2 coins for those drums. Of course, I'm not selling those. What am I, a psychopath? But, yeah. Let's now go back to where those 2 lads are standing. Sir, might I ask who you are? Greetings, I'm Edward Willowsby, businessman and chairman of the Toronto Industrial Council. How might I be of service? Well met, Mr. Willowsby. Might I ask you a few questions? I'd be more than happy to speak with you, man. I'm always eager to hear the thoughts and opinions of my constituents. Unfortunately, I have a pressing engagement just now. Will you stop by my offices in City Hall in an hour or so we can speak further? I might just do that. Good day to you. I see. So, we could travel together. Yeah, the story, yes. Will you join me then? Yeah, the dog now has to wait. The dog has to unwait. And this lad has an unidentified robe. Which I'm... Well, sir... Do you know of Caledon? I've never actually been there, but I've read plenty about it. One of the last great monarchies in all of Arcanum, although I understand that they are beginning to embrace the ways of technology. I suppose there is no accounting for taste. Oh, and I believe that Panari religion has their main temple there as well. What do you know of this place? This is Toronto, my friend, one of the greatest cities in the history of Arcanum. Large human population, influenced greatly by the newer technologies, seemingly averse to the ways of magic. Well, no place is perfect. I've always wanted to see Toronto University. I want to know about you now, man. You are a Magick lad. Wait a moment. It's not him that I want. It's not him I want. No. Let me see your things. I'm gonna just take his robe and sell it in return for, you know, the damage that he caused to the city. I think it's pretty much disgusting that he destroyed the train, and yeah, I'll just sell his robe. That's compensation. Magic robes, 2,000 coins. Yeah, he can buy it back with Willowsby's help if he wants to, but for now he'll be standing naked in the streets of Toronto forever. Mechanical dagger again. Shame. I need to go to Mr. Willowsby's room in the town hall now. Very close. I'm very close, but not close enough. Running. As quickly as I can. The speed is now 15. Pretty impressive, almost maxed out. Well, 75% of the maximum speed, but still. very, very pleasant to be operating at this velocity. Here comes Mr. Willowsby. You have time to talk? Well, yes, I do enjoy conversations with my constituents. Lifeblood of the city and all of that. Do you know anything of the politics here in Tehran, young man? No? Might we speak of them? Tehran is ruled by the Tehran Industrial Council, of which I am the chairman. We're a group of businessmen and politicians who make laws based upon what we feel is best for both the commercial and cultural future of our fair city. He clears his throat, that's why I did that. Has Tehran always been ruled as such, or was there once a king? No, the monarchy, well, how should one phrase it? Became outdated about 50 years ago. We don't speak of it much here in Tehran. You can tell that it makes him feel uncomfortable. Suffice it to say that the city has prospered under our new system of government. Do you know of the Unified Kingdom, friend? No. What is the Unified Kingdom? The Unified Kingdom is an alliance of two major kingdoms, those of Tehran and Ashbury, with shared trade resources and military strength, and there are many cities that are currently looking into joining the Unified Kingdom. Negotiations with prospective members are a part of my job. Have more questions about Tehran. What sort of government does it have? It's ruled by the Tehran Industrial Council, of which I am the chairman. What are the major industries in Tehran? Tehran has many industries. We're the foundation of Arcanum's economic stability. With Gilbert Bates here in town, we supply more steam engines and technological machinery than the rest of the continent combined. Along with the railroad and our shipyards, we control the lion's share of product and resource export for all of Arcanum. Is there no city like Tehran to rival Tehran? Of course not. We're superior in all aspects of commerce. Well, he lowers his voice, leaning towards you. Suppose one might mention Caledon, just in passing, mind you. They're an upstart kingdom and nothing more. What, in your opinion, are the major problems in Tehran? Oh, we've many problems here in Tehran. The rise of criminal activity in the Boil is one of them. I'm taking personal measures to alleviate that problem. We've also a rising Orcish and half-Orcish population here in Tehran. They've created unions, he spits out the name, and have caused general unrest among the laborers here in the city. What personal measures are you talking about? He clears his throat, looking as if he thinks he said too much. Oh, nothing. Let's forget I ever said it. Come on, Willowsby, old boy. You can trust me. He chuckles, winking back. Yeah, perhaps you are the sort of chap I might bring into my confidence. I have a man who works for me. Sebastian's his name. I've contracted him to take care of things in the Boil. If you are the sort of man who is interested in assisting in that sort of endeavor, have a drink at Caleb Malloy's in the Boil. He's usually around. About problems, what have the labor unions done? Labor unions? Oh, they've done nothing but bring manufacturing efficiency to a screeching halt, always with their protests and their equal rights. Not a one of them values a decent day's work anymore. What does your job entail, Mr. Willowsby? My job? Oh, I have many responsibilities, being chairman of the Industrial Council as well as the owner of my own considerable enterprises. As of late, I've been monitoring the negotiations with Caledon. Caledon, you see... Oh, look at this man who appeared here. Caledon, you see, is considering becoming a member of the Unified Kingdom. Really? Have they agreed to do so? Already? No. We've hit a barrier in the negotiations, and we are not quite sure what to do. We are in desperate need of a skilled diplomat to approach the king's advisors with our newest proposals, and to make sure that their decision is to recommend Caledon join us. We're having trouble finding a man with the skills to successfully do so. I might be the individual you're looking for. You know, I thought I recognized you. Word has floated down from Ashbury about your speech concerning the building of that monument. You were successful, yes? I thought so. You might just be the man we're looking for. I can't emphasize enough the sensitivity of these negotiations. The individual we choose must be well versed in all of the issues involved. I'm confident that I'll be up to the task. What needs to be done? I see. Well, perhaps I will send you, if you're acceptable of my terms. You will be paid a sum equal to your performance if, in fact, you are successful in convincing the king's advisors to agree to membership in the unified kingdom. If I find your performance acceptable, I will also train you to be a master in the persuasive arts. How will my performance be rated, sir? Well, in any negotiation there is compromise. You'll be given a dossier, which outlines the articles of membership in the unified kingdom. The less you have to compromise on those articles, the more money you will be paid. Are we clear? Done? I'm glad you agreed. So, travel to Caledon. When you've arrived there, you will meet a man outside of the royal castle by the name of Renard. He will counsel you just before the negotiations. Was there anything else? Here's the dossier I mentioned. Read it carefully. You'll need to know it intimately before the meeting with the king's advisors. Renard will tell you where to meet me once negotiations are done. And remember, these negotiations are very sensitive. Speak to no one about them. Understood? Even to your subscribers on YouTube and Twitch and on Good Game and on VK, they must not know of the negotiations. Nobody. Even your girlfriend, okay? Sure, of course. Yeah. Few more general questions. Your chairman must depart. Yeah. We have this book that I'll have to read carefully, and after that after completing this quest, I'll become Master of Persuasion. Excuse me there, my good man. I couldn't help but notice that you came out of the offices of Mr. Edward Willowsby, the chairman of the Industrial Council. Must have been quite an important piece of business. Who are you, to be asking? Oh, just a concerned citizen. I know that Mr. Willowsby is involved in much of what goes on in our fair city, so I make it my business to know what he's up to and who he is talking to. You didn't answer my question. Who are you? As I said, I'm one of a group of concerned individuals who are working towards a common goal. Mr. Willowsby is a powerful man, and his influences are far-reaching. Men such as he, you just never know what they're getting into. And I won't ask again. Who are you? No reason to get hostile, my friend. We're just two men having a conversation, just like the conversation you had with Mr. Willowsby. Although I'm sure not as interesting, men such as he, you just never know what they're getting into, what they're talking about. No offense, but I really must go. So, who are you? Who are you? What are you insinuating? Nothing, it's only that a man might be talking to Mr. Willowsby, and then Mr. Willowsby might tell you something, and the next thing you know, you're involved in something you don't completely understand, something political, perhaps. Do you know what I'm talking about, sir? I've heard enough, Mr. Willowsby. Interesting. I don't ever. Bad idea. Let's look at the facts, sir. Tarant, with the unified kingdom, is the most powerful kingdom in all of Arcanum. We have natural resources, shipping and railroads, as well as the most stable manufacturing framework of any city in the world. Much of our great wealth comes at the expense of cities like Caledon in the form of taxes and tariffs. So what are you saying? So Mr. Willowsby and his cohorts on the council are in effect taking away a great source of Tarant's wealth and power by allowing a kingdom like Caledon to join the unified kingdom. Caledon is dependent on us for resources like lumber and technology. If they are allowed to join the Unified Kingdom, then we lose that advantage. But we also gain a military ally. We spend less on defense. Yes, but so do they. You see, Caledon loses nothing by joining the Unified Kingdom, and they gain more time to solidify their place in the new age. Tarant embraced the ways of technology early, and so we have reaped the benefits. If Caledon is given the same chance, it only follows that eventually they will too become powerful. But if they are our allies, we'll have nothing to worry about. He gives you a long stare. Are you really such a believer in human nature, friend? Do you think that a powerful, ambitious kingdom like Caledon would accept the authority of the Unified Kingdom for very long? In only a few years, their power will rival Tarant's, and then there'll be war. Hold on there. Why wouldn't Willowsby see this? Don't get me wrong, friend. It's men like Willowsby who made Tarant what it is today. Men with vision and the backbone to do whatever it takes to see that vision to its end. Tarant wasn't always so powerful, and to make it so had a great price. What price? What do you mean? That's another story for another time, and not mine to tell, sir. Let us just say that Tarantian monarchy was one of the victims of the Industrial Council's vision. As in any war, there are casualties. If you respect Willowsby, why question his actions now? Power can do strange things to man, my friend. What created Tarant was patriotism, but I'm afraid that greed is now the fuel behind her fire. Willowsby stands to make quite a bit of money if Caledon joins the Unified Kingdom. Remember, he's a businessman first and politician afterwards. What does he stand to gain? Manufacturing concessions, tax advantages. Caledon would do just about anything for a business who holds the power to push this agreement through. Don't you think? Perhaps what are you suggesting we done, Mr. Jenks? He smiles. You see, two men, strangers really, can have a logical, rational conversation, and the next thing you know, things are being done. Good things, mind you, necessary things, things that made the city great. I've agreed to nothing, Jenks. Have I said you have? I was just making an observation, sir. It's strange how great things sprout from such insignificant encounters, don't you think? Okay, I'm ready to hear what you have in mind, Jenks. Good, good. Most importantly, did or did not you accept the position as mediator between Caledon and the Unified Kingdom? Yes, I have. You have? That's splendid, my friend. Just splendid. You've no idea the advantage that's going to give you in doing what needs to be done. That is, assassinating King Farad of Caledon. I'm still listening, Jenks? Yeah, I'd pegged you for a patriot. We're in desperate need of men like you. The fate of Tarant rests in your hands. First, you should try for the appointment from Willowsby, which I have already. How does that help me? Then you'll have special access to certain parts of the castle that would be inaccessible if you weren't a special envoy from Tarant. Places like the kitchen. Am I to meet someone there? Yes. The man's name is Vernon. He will instruct you further. And if I do succeed in killing His Majesty, if you succeed in assassinating King Farad, then return to Tarant and meet me at Grant's Tavern. I will have heard about it, and will wait there every day until you return. You will be paid no less than 20,000 gold pieces for your trouble. Agreed? I'll think about it and get back to you. Don't think too long, friend. An opportunity like this only comes once in a lifetime. When you've decided, come back here and tell me. Mr. Willowsby, I have something to tell you. There is a conspiracy to kill King Farad. What? What are you talking about? I've been approached by a man named Jenks. He is standing behind the door. Bloody hell. You've done the right thing, my boy. Where is this Jenks? Just outside the corner. Lorham, go out and take care of this traitor. We can't let this happen. Tarant thanks you, my friend. You've done us a great service. Lorham will make sure that nothing will come of this. Now, was there anything else I could help you with? No. I'm good. So, Lorham, okay. Yep, that's it. That's it. Assassinating a king. Can you imagine the the insolence of the proposition? How dare they? Oh, a protest. What is going on here? That totalitarian Captain Wheeler has some noble orcs who are striking for their rights trapped inside this factory. Captain Wheeler? Tell me of him? He is the captain of the Tarantian Guard. He believes the orcs aren't fit to live, let alone have any rights. That's what all this is about. All the orcs want is the right to unionize. I'm trying to keep this from deteriorating into, well, what happened last time. And what happened last time? It was a massacre. Captain Wheeler mowed the protesters down with a mechanized gun. It was horrible. I suppose this is why they chose to hold up inside the factory this time instead of protesting in the open. For Wheeler to get inside, he would have to sacrifice some men, and that would look bad for him. What happened to Wheeler after he killed the protesters? Nothing. Some of the council actually wanted to give him a medal. That's shocking. Yes, it is. And what is more, I feel it's directly responsible for the situation that has arisen here today. The orcs feel they have to do things like this to draw attention to their plight. They feel they cannot affect any change through political ends when they are seen as expendable beasts. It's all the more the pity, as Mr. Trog could be just the man we're looking for. Mr. Trog, the man you're looking for. Don Trog is the leader of the orcs. Because he has human blood, we can make a case for his rights to unionize before the council. There has never been a case to determine the rights of an half-orc under the law. If a half-orc can pass for human, they usually keep their heads down so that others won't think of them as orcs. And if they look like orcs, well, I see. So Mr. Trog appears to be human. He is unique in that his features have a distinctive orcish cast to them, but instead of making him look like a dumb brute, it actually gives him somewhat the appearance of a swarthy rogue. And I've never met a half-orc with the charisma he has, or near anyone else for that matter. So what can be done to defuse the situation? Don Trog must be convinced to give up this foolishness and work with us. This way he has chosen leads to death. Captain Wheeler will not let him leave that building alive if given the choice, so the choice must not be his to make. Mr. Trog needs to sleep out in the night to be certain that he may live to fight another day. Why don't you go in there and propose your plan to him? Because, as a council member, I represent the establishment which is holding him down. He will not speak with me. An outsider such as yourself, however, could gain his ear. Okay, I'll speak with him for you. What do I need to do? Simply go in there and propose my plan to him. I'm certain he will listen to reason. He hands you a key. They've locked themselves inside, but I convinced the owner to give me the key. Okay, I'll return after I have convinced him. Soldiers, Captain Wheeler. Have a nice chat with old Babcock, did you? He convinced you the poor orcs need our understanding? Yeah, I'm helping him put an end to this situation. You do what you want. If I get the chance, I'm killing Trog. I'll keep that in mind. Who are you? What are you doing here? Wheeler send you? Speak, or I kill you. I'm here to speak with Mr. Trog to help you. He looks you over suspiciously. He's in the back. You try anything, you'd be dead. I should have... made a just-in-case save. Absolutely, because I think this mission is... I don't remember much about the way it goes, so we will see what we can do. Works. Please continue about your business, says the
What is it that you want?
the orc. So I needed me. Okay, Don Trog. This dark, brooding figure slowly turns to face you. His brutish features somehow accentuate his noble stature, rather than detract from it as one would expect. So, they finally sent someone to kill me, have they? No, I'm here to deliver a message from Mr. Babcock. Babcock, what does it mean? Does he still think we can gain rights through the system? Yes, he has devised a way for you to gain the right to unionize. Why should I listen to him, or you for that matter? He's a good... you can continue to hide out in factories, I suppose. Touché. Your wit serves you well, and you do make a good point. What is he selling this time? He wants you... something that will put you legally beyond Wheeler's reach. Alright, have my ear. It would be intensely gratifying to use the law against Wheeler for once instead of for the other way around. He wants to establish your rights as someone who is half human. I see. If it is done skillfully enough, it may work, and then what? Once he proves you have rights, you can create a union. For once, old Babcock might be onto something. He said Wheeler is sure to kill you if he gets the chance. Tell Babs not to worry. We'll slip out of here under the cover of night. I'll meet up with him later to plot the humiliation of Wheeler, among other things. Thank you for delivering his message to me. You're welcome. So what now? I convinced him to escape. He'll meet you later, he said. Splendid, splendid. Thank you all so much for your help. You've done the city of Toronto a great service, have I now? Reputation has not changed. And they're still here. We're still waiting for the opportune moment to slip away from here undetected. Thanks for your help. Maybe I've got to wait maybe 4 hours. And they will escape. No, they choose not to yet. Alrighty. What's that we should do? We should go to Boyle now. And in Boyle we have got that fine gentleman who will finally help me with creating rings of speed. That magical ring here, charisma, beauty, persuasion, haggle. If I drop it, I lose nothing, right? Just 1 point in beauty, which I don't really care for. But rings of speed, they will give me a lot. I will move even faster. How many will I be able to craft though? How many have I got? 1, 2 capacitors. 6. So I need more capacitors. And the magical ring. Wait a moment. Ring of influence. Yeah, it goes here. I no longer need that. 5 capacitors, 6 rings. So I need to wait until morning. Go to West Garrelon Bridge. And accost the blacksmith. What does the engineer, the inventor? Oh, of course. I need the capacitor, not the blacksmith. It's a very nice thing that I chose to stop by. 3 fate points now. I wonder where I got the third. Probably resolving that factory situation. The Boyle now. The Boyle. We've got a nice man to talk to here. And that will be not you. This one. I'm an inventor. Pleased to meet you. Sebastian, I've spoken with Edward Willowsby about you. Oh, yeah. Mr. Willowsby mentioned that someone might be stopping in here for a drink. He looks around. I can respect a man who's got the stones to make a trip over to the Boyle. I suppose you could call me a concerned citizen? He gives you an appraising look. I see. Mr. Willoughby told you of his plans over here in the boil? Yeah, he did. He lowers his voice, leaning towards you. Mr. Willoughby has his concerns about what's happening here in the boil. Do you know anything about this place? Yeah, I've been around. He gives you an approving nod. Well, and I'm sure you know about Clan Mog and Pog's gang. Sure, who doesn't? You can well imagine, Clan Mog and Pog's gang aren't very fond of each other. There's quite a few disagreements between members of the gang. Most of them end up with people dead. Interesting. So what does Mr. Willoughby have to do with all of this? Well, Mr. Willoughby is an important man here in the city. He's little more than concerned that the element here in the boil will spill over into the better parts of Toronto. And of course, he just can't have that happen. I take it that's where you come in. Sebastian smiles wolfishly. Exactly. Sounds like something I might want to get involved in. Sebastian looks at you, eyes narrowing. Really? You think you're cut out for this sort of work, friend? What do you mean, this sort of work? What sort of work, you ask? Sebastian gives you a dark look. Well, what sort of work do you think it is, friend? There is an infestation here in the boil. Someone's got to take care of it. Yeah, I'm listening, Sebastian. Good. Listen. I know a little bit about you. Mr. Willoughby knows much about what happens here in Toronto and abroad, and he keeps me informed. I'm not exactly sure what it is that you're looking for, but I might be able to help. So what are you proposing, Sebastian? What I'm saying is, you help me take care of my problem here in the boil, and I might be persuaded to help you with yours. What do you think? Sounds intriguing. Let's continue. Sebastian nods his head and lowers his voice. Well, as you know, Darren, Mog and Pollock have always run things here in the boil. I'm looking to take care of that particular situation. Well, I already took care of Darren Mog. Really? That was you. My hat's off to you, sir. I heard about the job. Nice and messy. Thank you. So what are we looking to do? Well, with Mog dead, Pollock has consolidated the power here in the boil. Was to stop him from corrupting the rest of the city in the same manner. Get my meaning, friend? Clearly, you want to get rid of Pollock. Here is what I'm proposing. You get rid of Pollock for me, and I might think about helping you take care of your problem. Whatever it might be. Yeah, done. Good. When you've taken care of the problem, come back here and we'll talk further. Will they attack me, by the way? That is too good to you. Betrayer. So we just have to... There are fewer people now, but I mean, Jaina is not that useful of a fighter. And these lads are level 17, so they'll be eliminated by my gang. Easily.
Sure, I'll do it right away.
I'm gonna now loot them, because why let things lie on the ground? Not a single creature with a gun. Pathetic. Have I looted everyone? Suppose so. Now the door.
Sure, I'll do it right away. Sure, I'll do it right away.
Pollock now. Story. Old friend. Chest.
Sure, I'll do it right away. Sure, I'll do it right away.
What's inside? Some mild loot.
Sure, I'll do it right away. Sure, I'll do it right away.
1,000 gold. Not bad. I think that's, after Willowsby's chest, the most delicious chest that I've destroyed so far. Need to sell the things. I wonder how much money he has. So let me take all the weapons from you. Oh, there is also a helmet and this dagger, which I forgot about completely. Now I wonder if he has enough money to buy all the armor. I vote not, but oh, those are cheap actually. Those are surprisingly very cheap. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Haven't you heard? The boss is dead. Pollux Gan is through, and so am I. She turns away from you, shaking her head. Get out of my sight. Pollux. Pollux, he's our boss. But no, he's not your boss. He's dead now. He's completely dead. They call me brother. Caleb, what do you think? Ah, he's not aware of the changes, apparently. So, Sebastian, I've taken care of that problem. Yeah, I'd heard about that. Nicely done. So you said you might be interested in helping me. Yes, you seem a fairly competent fellow. What exactly you're involved in? Yeah, that's a long story. Listen. He waits a while before continuing. So, you're telling me that all this happened to you because you were the sole survivor of the IFS Zephyr disaster. It's like the game always has this moment of check whether you want to reveal the full truth or not, because there are people who want to kill you. Yes, I am. Well, I'm no hero, but I do like a good fight. You seem the trustworthy sort, and I might be willing to lend a hand. So you'll join me then? Surely, my friend. Why don't we be on our way? The dog has to wait now, and now we will bring it back into our company. The rings now. And dear Sebastian, please craft charged rings for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charged rings. 1, 2. Oh, what are those? Charged axe. And eye gear. Regenerative jacket. Flow disruptor. This man is impressive, I must say. Flow spectrometer. And what else can he craft? Explosive. Stun grenade, smoke grenade, flash grenade, Molotov cocktail. Yeah, Sebastian is a star. But Sebastian, I no longer need your services. I can always disband him. So with rings, I will be... Wait a second, why do I have speed 15? Because of the enchanted war boots. 17, 19, whoa. Full speed almost. Almost full speed. Who else will get the rings? Magnus, of course, will get those. Because he is a techie. So, character sheet. Dexterity 20. And without rings... 18. So, only one ring then. One is enough. Gar, dexterity already 20. Virgil, no point. He's a techie person. Vollinger, dexterity 16, so Vollinger will get 2. Now 20 dexterity. Sog, dexterity 20. Again, pointless. Pointless to give it to him. Beautiful. Charged rings, my favorite. Run fast like lightning. What next? What next? We should report to Mr. Willowsby of the successful completion of his de-infestation quest, right? That the vermin have been dispatched successfully. After that, we technically should travel to Caledon. That will be quite a long thing. So Toronto University. Is there anything else I can do before that? Oh yeah, I know. I can travel to Durnholm again and ask the King Praetor if he wants me to do something for him, and he will. Wait a second. Let's forget I ever said that. Interesting. So there is no way we can report the successful completion of the mission to him. That's weird. That's mightily weird. Then what can I say? I will for one more time check whether this man has the training book, and he does. Oh, I'll also have to visit that place of lost voices or something for Magnus's quest. Sure, of course, that's very important. I will also make one more charged ring. No, I won't, because there are no capacitors. Drog escaped. Oh, yeah. I'm buying the newspaper. Thank you. That's exactly my doing, so I will definitely want to learn of what happened. Run, sir. Envenomed X. Sadly, game still spits on my desires. Let's read the newspaper about Don Trog. Wheeler blames interference of Babcock, an unnamed stranger, after a carefully orchestrated operation in which Don Trog, the infamous labor agitator, was moments away from being apprehended. Councilman Babcock and an unnamed stranger conspired to effect Trog's escape. I cannot believe the esteemed Mr. Babcock had the gall to interfere in the guard matter. I'll see to having him brought up to charges, said Captain Wheeler of the Tarantian Guard. He continued, this was the day of the threat of Don Trog was going to end, and Babcock's interference has set this menace loose upon Tarrant again. Mr. Babcock denied knowledge of the unnamed stranger Wheeler claimed as Babcock's accomplice, and also declined to comment on the whole situation, except to say, I think it is high time we treated all races equally and stopped the evil racism practiced by Wheeler and his ilk. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Racism is terrible. We should not tolerate that in any way whatsoever. And we go to that cave that I mentioned. From that cave we go to Durnholm. By the way, I do not need to invest into dexterity anymore. Wait a second. Why is it 18 now? It was 19 just moments ago. Is it because the boots have lost their effect? Why? Yeah, boots stopped working. But I changed Nothing? I invested... I didn't invest in technology. I don't understand, but okay. So the place of lost voices is something where I'm going. Somewhere I'm going. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Too slow to catch up with me. This one, very interesting. Place of lost voices. Magnus,
How can I help you? What would you like me? How can I? What do you?
you don't know this place. Apparently you don't. Scary. Expecting some trouble, but if I remember correctly, nothing will hurt us here. Yeah. This ancient iron device before you has a number of empty slots on its face. It seems to require additional machinery in order to operate. I know what machinery it requires. This one. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay, I was mistaken about the safety of the location. What's going on? Is there some order? You hear the sound. Mm-hmm. So, Book of Durin. We are looking for the Book of Durin. And I suppose I summoned the beast because... Durin's Truth. The mission, interestingly, does not appear, but I won't forget about it because we have Magnus in our company, and it's hard to forget while this grumbling idiot is accompanying us. And we had a nice fight, so we got some experience. We, I think, almost broke the sword that Guard has. As soon as... Why is the sword of the Durian Cub damaged? I'm gonna keep it with myself now. It's 80 stones, unfortunately, but I have enough strength to carry that. Gar, you stupid idiot. You damaged a very expensive sword. Do you understand that? Thankfully, I noticed that in time to prevent any major structural damage. Because I think that the sword should go to Torian Cow that I'm gonna resurrect after I become persuasion muster, but I don't think I will have Torian Cal. I usually travel with Torian Cal, but I think I'm gonna go for somebody more interesting. Next level. Yeah. Sure. Try harder next time. Poor idiots. Liam's workshop. Liam's workshop contains a place which has endless enemy spawn. So it's a perfect place to gather lots of XP. That's where we'll go later. Much later. Now, we are in Durnholm and we will go talk to the king. What's that newspaper, I wonder, today? Councilman urges war on Caledon? They must be stopped before they destroy our way of life. In an impassioned and at times violent display on the floor of the Industrial Council, Councilman Braith called for nothing less than the unconditional surrender of Caledon, even though no formal declaration of war has been issued. Were the magically inclined in Toronto ever to try to usurp power as in the bloody mage riots for 10 years past, Caledon would throw full support behind them, he screamed. A monarchy cannot be trusted, much less one that embraced both magic and technology. I say, annex Caledon now. This reporter couldn't agree more with the sentiments of Councilman Braith. It's high time we gave those Caledonians what for. We, at the Torontian, hope that you will join us in urging a recall of present Chairman Willoughby and establishing Braith in his place. What? They allowed to print that? That's insane. Also, have I visited Liliana Peldar? No, I have not. I have not. So I completely forgot that. I should do that right now. Where does she reside? I forgot in her shack. Is that here? Yes. I'm happy to make your acquaintance again. What? Make your acquaintance again? Is that a euphemism? Are you proposing something? I mean, I'm in a relationship. Sorry. And have you a moment? I bring news of Maximilian, Liliana. Her eyes widen unbelieving. Oh my God, Maximilian? We never dreamed that he was still alive. Where is he? He is on the Isle of Despair. I see. There's determination in her eyes and hope. Thank you, my friend. My father would have been so happy. He used to talk of Maximilian endlessly, saying how Cumbria would have been even greater had he taken his rightful place on the throne. Even greater. You're saying this is great right now? It's a crumbling kingdom. What are you talking about? You told it yourself. She looks to the east. Perhaps that might still come to pass. I'll go and return with the true king. Certainly hope so. Farewell, Liana. It looks like the Isle of Despair is expecting a whole delegation now because the dwarves will be going there to retrieve Torvald, and Liana will be traveling there to retrieve Maximilian, so they will definitely have a lot to embrace the guys there on the isle. Sir, I mean your Majesty, any tasks for a humble outsider? There's something of a personal nature. He drifts off, seemingly lost in thought, such as my daughter has chosen to take up with Auguste Farad, Prince of Ireland, against my wishes. Please tell me more. I fear my harshness has driven her away. She refuses to communicate with me. You'd like me to get word to her? Yes, I believe she's living in Caledon, capital of Ireland, with the prince. Will you help? Of course, how could I not? May the gods bless you, my son. He thinks for a moment. I believe she must have taken one of my ships to get to Caledon. Perhaps you should start by speaking with one of my dock workers. They may have some information for you. I'll return with word from her shortly. No, you will not, but let's not get ahead of the plot. And we should talk to some shipwright. Do we have... Oh, there's a pit over there. And why do I keep thinking about the barracks over here? What is so special? This person? Captain of the guard. Stand fast, sir. You've the honor of addressing Sir Garrick Stout, captain of the Durnholm Guard and master of melee. What say you, citizen? Have a question? My duties are calling. Be quick and do not waste my time with frivolous matters. I see. So he hasn't got anything to say. Who's in charge out there? Would be Garrick Stout, or Sir Garrick Stout, as he insists on being called. You don't seem to be thinking highly of him. Not the only one. The pompous brute is not highly regarded by many. Of course, you did not hear that from me. There's someone I must find, right? Have I inspected that chest? Old gears, small metal tube. Yeah, there are some items to loot, but I don't think I'm interested. Anything of consequence I should know about? I hear that captain of the guard, Sir Garrick Stout, is a pompous rude boor. They say that his men fear him, but have no respect for him whatsoever. You're most generous. Yeah, I think archers, right? Archers. So we're looking for some young archer. There are many of those, by the way. Maybe this one? That's human guard. Human guard. In your service. These are the infamous pits of Durnholm. This is where you will end up if you get on the wrong side of the lore here in Durnholm. May I enter? You're either jesting with me or a complete fool. No one who ever enters the pits come out again. We toss the worst miscreants of society in there and throw away the key. I'm completely serious. I need to enter the pits. Look, you're starting to try my patience. If you don't leave here at once, I will throw you in the pits. I can assure you. Do not want that. Are you sure there is no way for me to get in? No. On your way, boy. Wait. His relationship with me is increasing. His attitude to me, that is. Funny. Okay, I cannot enter the pits, and there is a passage there. Maybe there is some archer or something of that sort. Mingarat, no. Black Mountain Clan, no. Kill the Wild Pigs. Arthur Tyron. His son Liam. Charles. No, it was mentioned in passing, but I do remember that guy in the tavern. He said he's looking for his student or something like that. And that student of his is an archer. But where? An archer where? There were several archers that just woke up and went back to bed. I need to click faster. Hello, sir. Liana Peldar. Maybe this one. Bits. I'll just need to Google this, not to waste your time and my time either. And did he say the docks? So is he implying that he has a ship here? I don't remember any ships in Durnholm, but I am probably mistaken. Apparently I am mistaken because... Wait a second. There is a wharf, but it's Sam. What? Alright, I don't know who I'm supposed to talk to then. Strange gnome hanging around the bar. Well, that's Wallinger. Is already in my company, so you should be careful saying that. And thanks for helping me out. You're welcome. Sir, are you the one responsible for... Yeah. Have you seen the princess about recently? Not since she got on the boat. What was it? About a month ago. I told the captain he was a fool for attempting to sail in that weather, but does anyone listen to old Bernard? The weather was that bad? The worst I'd seen in that age. I'll tell you that. Damned fool. He was meant to be back from Cumbria by now as well. If the kings find out, there'll be hell to pay. Thank you. What can you tell me about Caledon? None of my concern. That's superior conversation. Like Oblivion level. Radiant AI. I see. If I recall, the thing that I'm looking for is either over here or on the other side. We'll check now. How silent it's been today. I wonder why. Hopefully, I mean, is the stream actually alright on, for example, Twitch? Is it working there at all? Yeah, it is working. So it's just, yeah, I'm not interesting for anyone today, so that's fine. At least I'm enjoying myself with Arcanum a lot. So, great game. Better than many, so at least for me that is. So, was I wrong? No, I wasn't. Razor's Point is the place I was looking for. And please don't crash. Have you crashed? Yes, you have. Why? Why have you crashed? Probably celebrating midnight. Apologies for that. Loaded incredibly fast. The barrel with lots of food and lots of wine. How do I get there? I see. Wooden shields. I mean, yeah, that is loot that can be sold. But, you know, fancy chest. Sunday's best dress. Morning Star. I'm gonna take those because I'm not sure which will serve as the best proof. Arrows, poison. No, not interested in that at all. Princess Arya. Gold, the amulet, and potion. Black chest, 1,200 gold. Right. The sad demise of the lady. Magnus, this is for you. Sure, it's not gonna work, but... So, what does the journal say? Rumor has it, blah blah blah. I cannot travel from here. I have to come back.
What is it?
Virgil, could you please... Go and break the old man's heart. Sadly. What to do, what to do? Here we come, and need to tell King Proter of the news. And then King Farad also. Prince Farad. Prince or King? King Farad, I think. Princess Arya, but King Farad will have to be notified of what happened. Where's Dante, by the way? I've unpleasant news. Out with it, then. Your daughter, I can tell the prince killed her. Your daughter died on the way to meet the prince. I found her amulet. Keep your amulet, I don't want it. My daughter, my only heir, how could this have happened? The ship crashed. All hands were lost. Here are a few coins. I thank you to leave me with my grief, sir. I'll go now. My daughter's death weighs heavily on me. I'm sorry to hear that, dear king. And there is also an option to tell him that it was his own doing.
I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent fight. I won't do this for much longer.
Yeah, of course. Good old violence. Yeah. But sure, I'm not gonna seriously do that. Regicide is not on my plans today. Not that it is ever on my plans. So let's just leave him be. And yeah. Looks like I can get rid of the dress, the perfume, the shoes and whatnot. Who are those? Those bowmen definitely have a lot to say. Rumor has it that there's an ancient maze just northeast of Durnholm. Ancient maze, northeast. Yeah, that I know. That I know. I haven't yet uncovered the location, but I will eventually do that. Not now. I think we'll keep it for some future adventures, but it won't hurt to find it now. For now, I'm traveling to Torrent. In Torrent, I'm going to sell the trash, ancient maze. The trash I've accumulated, well, let's call it trash, just items. After all, it's a fancy dress and some perfume, not really trash. And yeah, travel to Caladon by water transport. Have to board a ship. Also have to heal up Magnus. I don't like that he's not full health. Neither am I. Sog, Gar, Wallinger, even the dog, they're all wounded. The only one, even Virgil is lacking some health. So I'm not sure why they just refuse to get healthy, and let's sleep 1 day should be enough to replenish everyone's vitality resource. Yeah, they're good. And haven't been even attacked, which is such a nice thing. Look at how much health Sog has. 224 hit points. What about Gar? 2 and 10. Wallinger is quite squishy. The dog is strong though. Dog is hell of a strong. Damage bonus 20. Speed 25. Wait until morning time. What's the news? Flying machine rumors quelled. Oh, that is very old indeed. Very old. So the dress goes, the shoes, the perfume, the decent gold ring, and the book. I think you can keep to yourself this time. I'm not in need of it. What is my jacket? My jacket is okay. My jacket hasn't been damaged. Run so fast. I'm so happy. Sir, could I get one more capacitor just for the future? Don't think I'm gonna craft now, but I'm gonna put it into my precious box together with the Dirianka sword and a few more things to travel lightly. You don't have the copper ring. You don't have the schematic. I mean, about the schematic, I'm not surprised. But the copper ring, at least you could have that much decency to sell me the item. Okay, this time. The ring is here. What are we selling here? Mechanized gun. What's mechanized gun? Repeater rifle. Auto-loading chamber. Repeater rifle. Repeater rifle is something that I think Wallinger can craft, right? Wallinger, am I right? Repeater rifle. Hunting rifle, revolving chamber. We could do that, I mean, just out of interest what that is. Hunting rifle, revolver chamber, auto-loading chamber. So Wallinger, could you please revolver? So give this one to me. And what exactly do I need to create the item? A lot of gunsmithing, I see, no problem. Those books I have. Not gonna be an issue. Interesting what kind of weapon that will be. Powerful or not. Gunsmithy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's drop these books here. The Curse of Tanan. Map to the Place of Voices. Unnecessary copper ring. Charged ring. Capacitor. Dragon Blood. Dirianka sword. All of those. So, mechanized gun. Speed is very high. but I don't think... Yeah, it's a two-handed weapon. Alrighty then. I'm very light. Can travel so lightly now. Let's go to the docks and board the nearest ship. There is one captain over here, and just a ship that is empty. Sir, I wish... Tarant is certainly an amazing city, I can say. Aye, that is. Did you get a chance to behold that great iron beastie, the train? No, I didn't have time. I hear it's an excellent form of travel. I spent most of my time at the Wellington. I did. It's a wonder of modern mechanics. That it is. Still, it cannot offer the sense of adventure that comes from sailing on the open, not for me anyway. I agree wholeheartedly. Can I book passage with you? Where would you like to go? Caladon? That fare is high. Isn't there a better fare available? You have a way around you, mister. Perhaps you'll bring us luck upon the sea. I'll accept 50 a head this time, not a coin less. This is me final offer, so you better take it before I change my mind. Good business, Captain. You won't regret it. So, yeah, I'm ready to travel. Caladon, and that's where we're gonna stop for today. So, but is there a more interesting... Why do I remember that I need to steal something from here? Why do I remember that? And what's the most interesting place to... Well, let me first of all check why am I thinking of this warehouse. What's so Trapdoor. There is a passage down to the sewers. But that's not it. That's not the sewers. That's something different. Crates, probably. Probably crates. Let's have a look. Large gears? No. Not large gears. If not them, then what? Around what? Postal bag. I see. That does look like a unique item. Maybe that's why. That's why I recalled the thing. Was there something else? Wooden crate also looks suspiciously interesting. What is it with? Can I destroy it? No. Weird. Why would you have this wooden crate here with no interaction possible? Is there anything else I'm missing here? Not that I can see. So probably that is exactly about the ship manual or the ship log. I think we should get to the throne room. Let's have a look at the newspaper. What does it say, this newspaper? Anything interesting? White Tech Church murder strikes. White Church murder strikes. Police baffled ask citizens for help. Any information the citizens of Caledon could provide would be greatly appreciated, Chief Inspector Henderson told reporters earlier today. We'll use whatever means necessary to catch this heinous killer. This is the second in what police are beginning to fear will become a string of murders if the madman responsible is not brought to justice soon. Details the police have shared with the public are scarce, but we do know that the killer seems to have a preference for ladies of the night, as it were. This doesn't mean the public can rest easy, Chief Inspector Henderson continued. Who knows when the murderer will tire of easy prey and begin seeking out our wives and daughters. Any citizen with information pertaining to the case should contact the Chief Inspector at 5 Saints Avenue immediately. Right, so we now get more information on the murder cases, and that man here is a thief, right? Those that matter within the underground speak highly of you. What can I do for you? Where is the black market located? You can find it hidden away in the back room of the Sobbing Onion. Ah, okay. What's going on around here? Ryan Sanders carries a rare and valuable pocket watch on his person. We have a party interested in obtaining this exquisite piece of technology. Is that a quest, or it will go into my log here? No, I think I shouldn't get the updates now, because if I do, they will be lost in my blade launcher. I don't remember this thing. Blade launcher. It will be lost in my you got it. In my journal. Small machined plate mail. Armor class 30, damage resistance plus 15. Why so shallow? I don't get it. So shallow. That blade thrower is, I suppose, a gun. Blade launcher. Elephant gun, which I thankfully have, and fine steel dagger. Oh, I can craft that upon coming back, but I suppose I'll need blades to throw. Hello? Hello? What do you have? Enchanted sword and nice suit. Sir, what can you tell me about Victor Misk? Something in the news. Caledon, maybe? Oh, really? Familiar with this person? Let's barter. Dread armor, mage's stuff, plain dress, righteous stuff. No thanks. I'm not really interested. There's a tavern. Hello, sir. Who you are? Those that matter within the underground speak highly of you. What? You're a thief also? In front of the tavern? For real? Trapdoor, wood chest. I must your name, Mr. Razzia. What do you want? Have something that you are interested in. Need to discuss. Let us trade. What do you have? Scroll of Exiting. Yeah, those I'm taking. I use them often enough.
What is it?
Give them to Virgil. Those just save my time and make it less boring to escape dungeons. This person is the contact person, right? Greetings, sir. I'm Renard. I've been expecting you. You're sent from Mr. Willowsby, no? Yes, Renard. I'm here for the negotiations. Yes, of course you are. Renard lowers his voice. You're not from Caledon, no? I hate this place. Pit of vipers. He spits on the ground. I won't do that. Oh, Moncaccino! Holgan is iced out. I was just about to be finishing my stream. I'm at least glad that somebody has talked to me today. It's been, what? How long has the stream been? Almost 3 hours, actually, so quite decent. How have you been, man? How's life? So, and I'm a politician and I know that sometimes the game is hard, but these Caledonians, I've never seen so much backbiting and bootlicking in all my days. Interesting. Do you have any advice? Yeah, hold on to your wallet. So much money passes from hand to hand here. I received bribes from beggars here. Bless me, I have. He makes a sign across his breast, bowing his forehead. I pray to the gods that I survive this wicked place. Let's get to the point, Renard. My apologies, sir. I've never had a more terrible time. No matter. He straightens his coat. You will proceed through these doors, straight ahead through, and to the large doors at the end of the inner courtyard. The guards there will be instructed to let you pass once we have finished our conversation here. And then, once through those doors, you will walk directly to the end of that long hallway to another set of large doors. Through those doors is the council. You will proceed to the podium, and the advisors will begin asking you questions. What happens then? Once you finish the negotiations, you will obtain the signed agreement from them and leave the premises immediately. Mr. Willowsby will meet you right here with me once the negotiations are done. You'll be paid that. Sounds clear enough? Some personal advice. You will no doubt be approached by not a few persons on your way to the advisors' chambers. These individuals will represent various interests here in Caledon and will attempt to sway your position on any number of the points detailed in the dossier you received. So, do not speak with them, take no money from them, and for the love of the gods, do not change your position on any of the points. The very economic future of Arcanum hinges on the acceptance of Caledon into the unified kingdom. Do you understand? Yes. Good day to you, Renard. Good. I'll send word to the guards to expect you. Good luck in the negotiations. Hello. Just got home. How's the playthrough going? It's great. I'm super rich. I have 145,365 golden coins. Slightly fewer bullets, but I'm good. Level 46 already. 1 point Hanin. Master of Haggle. Master of expert of persuasion, about to become master in a while. Firearms master. Have dropped Jaina as my companion because I need a slot for somebody. Then I'll drop Sog. Also, we'll take somebody who has a voice in the game. What are those weird things? I actually have never looked at the who designed that. I mean, the castle looks majestic, but it's not really. I mean, it's not really magical. It looks very technological. Yeah, so it's been very successful. We've advanced a lot. I think we're 60% through the game, maybe, but still plenty to do, especially if we are thorough. May I ask some questions? News of consequence I should know? Have you heard what happened to Maxim's factory? Oh, of course, Maxim's factory. Yeah, I'm gonna get the machine gun thrashed about by some fools or other. No one knows why. And most kind. Yeah, of course, I should have come with the camera. Some questions. Anything I should know about? The new castle defenses. I hear the king is keeping Daniel McPherson very busy, ensuring everything is in top shape. Adam Maxwell, shady character if you ask me. Adam Maxwell. Remember? Thieves Underground. Have you heard about Victor Misk, the book collector? He's mentioned in that new book, The Curse of Tenan. I guess it's quite a controversy. And First Panari Temple, beautiful building. Yeah. Ryan Sanders, the selfish dandy, spends his father's hard-earned money as if there were no end to it. Ryan Sanders. Remember? Heard there is a pass through the Stonewall Mountain somewhere north of here that connects the southern halves of the continent. The old adventurer who told me said he saw a strange stone altar there as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. didn't remember that there was an altar. Heard anything about the White Church murders? Terrible, just terrible. But Inspector Henderson said he'll catch the murderer in no time. Have you heard of the werewolf? Some say they have actually seen the beast prowling the outskirts of town late at night. Oh yeah, that I do remember, the guards are looking for that White Church murderer. No, nothing else. So we have gathered a lot of gossip, a lot of rumors, that is. Yeah, werewolf has been terrorizing the outskirts of Caladon. Serial murderer stalking the streets of Caladon. The White Church murderers. The guards are looking for any possible key clues to help find him. A pass. Ryan Sanders squanders his father's money. Victor Misk. Underground is very active here in Caladon. Adam Max was a shady character. Grading castle defenses. Yeah. Let's go inside. And Human Noble, I know who he is. Sir? It's a pleasure, I'm sure. Might I ask who you are, sir? I'm Prince August Farad, heir, so prince, not king, heir to the throne of Ireland. Please forgive me, but you've caught me in the midst of preparations. I found an amulet you gave to Princess Arya of Cumbria. Dear God, speak up, man. Is she trouble? Where's she? Ship crashed off Razor's Point. She's dead. No, not my dear Arya. Alas, I'm to blame. I sent an incompetent sea captain. I'm lost. If only I had something to remember her by. Please accept this, her amulet. I share your grief. Good sir, please accept my deepest thanks as well as this insignificant sum. You'll never know what this means to me. I got... how much from him? 1,000? No, I got nothing from him. Actually, I got nothing from him. Okay, that doesn't matter. We should save the game here. It's been roughly 3 hours again, so we should add 180 minutes to the previous number. That will be 1,830 minutes, right? Yes. Minutes. And a quick save, just on top of that. Oh, of course, a screenshot to create a new thumbnail. With this, my dear people, I'll be parting ways with you for now. Thankfully, the stream survived. There was an issue, remember? This got the disconnection twice, but thankfully it didn't become a major problem, and we managed to stay together for 3 hours. Mancino was very, very happy to catch up. Haven't talked for a while, right? So I hope you have a great weekend out there, and do come next time if you catch me streaming. That is, I'll try to go live as soon as possible. Yes, and to everybody who's been listening, I appreciate your attention. Once again, I've finally added donation alerts to my channel, so if you want to support my activity, you can find the links on my Twitch channel and on my YouTube main page in the links, and also under the video here, so will be appreciated. And yeah, so wish you all the best. Until soon. Cheers.